Yo, what's going on, everybody? Bourgie86 back up in this. Welcome back to Body Bags. It's that day again. It's Hump Day, and it's the day before New Year's Eve, so the New Year is approaching. And with that being said, I decided to choose a film from one of my favorite directors. You guys probably heard of him. He's a Asian director. His name is Sane Sono. He's directed a bunch of different types of films. I'll name a few of them off the top of my head, like Suicide Club, Narco's Dinner Table, Strange Circus, Cold Fish, Love Exposure. The list goes on with him. He just does a lot of different types of films and genres and epics and opuses, because Love Exposure is an opus. And this is a fun one. It's actually like his version of like a J horror film, the way I would describe the way it is. And it goes by the title of Hair Extensions. It stars Chiaki Kuriyami, who you might recognize from Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill. She played Go-Go, who was Lucy Liu's bodyguard, the chick in the schoolgirl outfit with the chain and ball when she was fighting Uma Thurman in that epic scene at the end. And she was also in Battle Royale, which was an awesome film. She was one of the kids in that. She had like the yellow jumpsuit on, jogging. I remember the scene very well. And it also stars Ren Asagi, who's a character actor who I recognize from a few Takashi Miike films. I've seen him in a few of his films. And let's get into the plot of this one, because it's kind of a complex plot. Starts out with these at a like a storage hangar with like storage containers. What happens is they end up finding like a dead body inside the storage container full of like hair materials for hair extensions. The name of the title just came out of my mouth already. And what happens is they end up taking this body to the morgue, and hair actually starts growing out of it from like different parts of its body. And behold, there's actually someone that works in the morgue that has a hair fetish. So he ends up taking this body home with him and harboring the hair and making his own hair extensions, which he's given out to like different salons, which introduce us to our main character of the film, who is Yoku, played by who is Kiriyami's character in the film. She's a young and up and coming stylist. She's still in training, trying to get her stylist career booming. And what happens is her personal life takes over. Her sister is who is abusive to her daughter, ends up leaving the daughter at Yoku's house to take care of. And Yoku finds out that her sister is abusing her niece, so she ends up not, because the sister ends up coming back trying to take the daughter back, to be strong for her niece and be a loving like person in her life, because you could tell that she doesn't have any love really with the relationship with her mother. And what happens is these hair extensions start getting distributed to the salons, and unbeknownst that the hair is actually contains like the vengeful spirit of the dead body of this young woman that the hair is growing out of, and it ends up doing vengeful things and acts to the people that wear these hair extensions. And Yuku and her niece Mammy, I believe that's how it's pronounced in the film, are stuck in the middle between this weird thing, and they're also targets with this man who has these hair fetishes. And that's pretty much the main plot of the film. Now, with a plot like that, you're like, what the fuck? Because it's a killer hair film, pretty much. But you gotta realize, like, Sane Sono's not just a normal filmmaker. He does a lot more. The hair is not really like the main threat. It is, but at the same time, it isn't. It's the people surrounding like Yuku's and Mami's life that this is more scary than the actual hair. Take to notice the abusive sister, the backstory of this dead body. It's even more scarier than the actual outcome of that. And this guy who's obsessed with the hair is actually Renaissance. He does an amazing job in this film with his character because it's just over the top, and this is he actually starts like really getting obsessed with the hair in the film, and he starts singing this crazy like song, like it goes hair, hair, my hair, and there's like different variations of the same song. Like there's a hip hop version, and he wears like all these crazy wigs and shit. It's really like far out there for a character, I have to say. And I like the connection between Yoku and Mami. They seem genuine, and I like how they build during the film. And you could see Yuku's care of Mami. She starts to care more about her. At first, she was like, because it was a burden on her, but she starts to. You could see the love for Mami through Yuku because she sees a lot of herself in her when she was that age, which I really liked. And now on to the thing you want to hear about is the killer hair. About the killer hair is actually very well done. Sane Sono does these amazing concept kills that there's one like kill that you don't actually really see on the screen, but you just visualize what's going on in the room because you can see it through like a slit kind of deal. And but this was a well executed like death scene. You probably see from the cover. This actually happens. The hair stretches out and heralds the girl up from the ceiling, and it's holding her from the scalp. It's a really well done sequence and really well shot. Now the score, like I said, like the different versions of that hair song, it has a lot of humor. Sane Sono actually does some of the score in the film, and it's well shot and well done, and it's a fun watch. My gripe with this film is some scenes are a little too goofy for me, but it plays out, and I really do enjoy it because, in my opinion, Sane Sono never makes a bad film. This one might not be his like most like masterpiece work, but it's just a fun film, and it's a parody of like those J horror films that take themselves serious, like The Grudge and Ju-on, but it does it in a really like artistic and social way with the characters and stuff, which I really liked. So if I had to rate Hair Extensions, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's a solid film. I enjoyed it. It has a little goofy humor to it, but it has a lot of good like dark humor in it also, which I really enjoyed. So 8 out of 10 for Hair Extensions. Highly recommend it. Grab it. Well, that's all I got for this review, guys. It's been going on a little too long, and I don't sound the best right now because I'm all stuffed up and stuff, and I got a cold, I think. So, with that being said, I'll see you next year, guys. Peace out, and have a happy new year.